Hi guys, sorry to interrupt your video. Just a quick plea, subscribe to my channel please. If you haven't done it already, subscribe. Tell your friends, subscribe. Thanks. You're approaching a mini roundabout. What should you do if a long vehicle in front signals left but positions to the right? Keep well back, people. It's the same question, isn't it? And now we know why. Yes. You're driving on a single carriageway road, fine. Why should you keep well back while you're following a large vehicle? Right, okay, this is to do with vision. If you cannot see the mirrors of the lorry, then the lorry cannot see you. So for instance, you can see both sides of my head, and as I try to get nearer and nearer and nearer and nearer to the lens, now I have disappeared. So the nearer you get to something, the worse view you get around you, but equally the lorry driver himself, you need to be far enough back that he can see you in the mirrors. If you go right behind the back of his lorry, he doesn't even know you're there. So why should you keep well back when you're fronting a large vehicle? To give yourself acceleration space, should you know? Well, you gain that as well, but that's not the reason. To get the best view of the road ahead, yeah, quite right. If the lorry is teeny weeny in your mirrors, oh sorry, out the window, because you're a long way back, you get a really good view. So following a large vehicle, keep well back. If you're too close, you won't be able to see the road ahead, and the driver of the long vehicle might not be able to see you in their mirrors. We know, I just said that. You're travelling behind a bus. What should you do if it pulls up at a bus stop? Well, I'm thinking pedestrians. That's my thought. Accelerate past the bus? No. Sound your horn. Pull up closer behind the bus? No. So there's a bus coming up to a bus stop. People could be getting off, could be getting on. People could be running to the bus to get on it. So just look out for pedestrians. Oh, there you go. People may be running to catch the bus, or passengers leaving the bus might wish to cross the road in front of the bus. Look out for them if you intend to go past. Consider how many people are waiting to get on the bus. Check the queue if you can. The bus might move off straight away if no one is waiting to get on. If a bus is signalling to pull out, give it priority if it is safe to do so. Yes, that is right, because there you go. Rule 223. Buses, coaches and trams give priority to these vehicles when you can do so safely, especially when they signal to pull away from stops. Look out for people getting off a bus or tram and crossing the road. There you go. Rule 223. Give way if you can safely do so. With regards, I'll just clarify that bus thing. Right. If you look at a bus stop and there's no one there, but the bus is indicating to pull up at it, it's because somebody on the bus has just gone ding ding, they want to get off. Therefore the bus is likely to pull over, somebody steps off, and then the bus just drives back on again. But if there's a big queue of people, then you know the bus is unlikely to move away quickly because everyone's got to load up and pay for their fare and all that. Alright? So you can anticipate what the bus's behaviour is going to be based upon the number of people at the crossing. You mean bus stop, you dozy pillock. You're following a lorry on a wet road. What should you do when spray makes it difficult to see the road ahead? Well, I would stay back, remember? The nearer you are to something, the worse view you have. You don't know if there's a junction coming up, any road signs, any car breakdown. There might be blue flashing lights down there. Could be anything. If you're near to something you can't see. Additionally, the spray will affect your ability to see, and you have to have your wipers going, and you increase the chance of skidding and crashing because you're near a vehicle and the roads are wet. So just stay back. Whew. What should you do when spray makes it difficult to see the road ahead? Drop back until you can see better. Boom, have some of that. Put your lights on full beam, that would blind everybody coming towards you. Keep close to the lorry. No. Away from the spray, no, that will put you in the spray. Speed up and overtake quickly. No. Large vehicles can throw up a lot of spray when it's wet. This makes it difficult for drivers to see behind or see the road ahead. You'll be able to see more by dropping back further out of the spray. This will also increase your separation distance, giving you more room to stop if you have to. You're leaving a safe gap as you follow a large vehicle. Good. You should. What should you do if a car moves into this gap? Well, we've now lost our safe gap, so we want to regain it. So I would drop back further. Somebody gets into it. Just drop back. There is no point in driving close to a vehicle. If we were safe at a nice gap and somebody pulls in the gap, just create it again. Doesn't matter. It's not really going to affect when you turn up at your end destination, but in the meantime, you're safe. You know, just chill out. Create a gap. Doesn't matter. What should you do when you're approaching a bus that's signalling to move away from a bus? Stop. Ooh, well, 223 was it? Is that what we said? 223, yeah. So rule 223, allow it to pull away if it is safe to do so. Boom. It's easy. We just saw that. For all the reasons that we saw earlier. What should you do if you want to overtake a long, slow-moving vehicle on a busy road? Right. Follow it closely and keep moving out to see if the road ahead. Wow, you're going to affect your visibility, aren't you, if you're following closely to something. Flash your headlights for the oncoming traffic to give way. It won't, and you'll just blind people. Stay behind until the driver waves you past. Well, he might not know you want to overtake. Keep well back so you get a good view of the road ahead. Good, and only when you know it's safe, that you're not being overtaken, but also there's nothing coming, then you go for it. But don't get close to the vehicle in front. When you're following a long vehicle, stay well back so that you can get a better view of the road ahead. The closer you get, the less you'll be able to see of the road. Be patient and don't take a gamble. Only overtake when you're certain that you can complete the manoeuvre safely. Again, watch my video on overtaking. It's a long one, I'll grant you, and I have broken it out into some little bits, but it's all in there. It's a big topic. Which vehicles are least likely to be affected by side winds? Right. Cyclists. No, they're going to be blown all over the place. Motorcyclists. Same. They're lightweight, strong gust of wind, whoop, off he goes. High-sided vehicles. You ever seen those videos of lorries being blown over? It's a big slab in high wind. It's basically like a sail. So they go and they fall over. Cars, however, they don't generally get blown over. So least likely would be cars. For all the reasons I told you. You're following a large vehicle as it approaches a crossroads. What should you do if the driver signals to turn left? So large vehicle, he's signalling to turn left, and we are following a large vehicle. Right, so overtake if you can. No, because if he's signalling to turn left, he's likely to swing right, isn't he? Overtake if no one comes forward. No. Wait for the driver to cancel the signal. No, wait for the vehicle to finish turning. Yes. You're following a vehicle and he's going to go across like that in order to go around a corner. You don't want to then put your car there if he's going to do that. That's going to get well expensive, innit? Innit, fam? You know what I mean? Why is it more difficult to overtake a large vehicle than a car? Well, it takes longer, doesn't it? It's a large vehicle. You can't just nip around a large vehicle. You have to go out there. So let's see. It will take longer to overtake a large vehicle. It will. I just said that. A large vehicle will be fitted with a speed limiter. So, a large vehicle will have air brakes. So, it will take longer for a large vehicle to accelerate. Well, he's not accelerating, we are overtaking. So, the question is that one. Boom. Good, that's better. 100%. I do know what I'm talking about. There. Thank you.